Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, second video of the day. I just wanted to distill what I talked about in my first video, which is that my perception has been distorted. My perception for the reality of what trading is has been widely distorted. In talking about it in my last video, I actually realized it. And just reading that post that I read in my last video and just thinking about things, really. My perception was wildly distorted. I was comparing myself to people on social media, people who have Lambos and Porsches that they probably rent, that they probably don't even own, or that they got not by trading but by selling a course. And that's the reality of trading, is everyone gets into it, especially young men, because they think it's sexy. It can make a lot of money, you can get a nice car, just those reasons, I feel like. Not a lot of people, there is the financial freedom aspect, absolutely, but I think some of these things that the longer you trade, the people that make it are the people that have bigger reasons and a greater purpose than vanity. Or just status seeking and that type of thing, which are normal human emotions, but they don't serve you as a trader, or they don't serve me as a trader. And I just have to remind myself, this isn't a sexy career. There are moments where it is, moments where you do get rewarded and you hit a big home run. So I'm not saying there aren't moments where it's awesome and exciting and sexy and cool, but that's a very small part of it, 1% to 5%. The majority of it is boring, it's dull, it's stressful, it's hard work, it makes you feel all types of negative emotions, whether it's anxiety or stress or despair or anger at yourself, at many things. But man, my cats just love to come cuddle me whenever I record. But, hey guys. I know I'm repeating myself from my video earlier, but comparing yourself or myself to people online, wanting to be at a certain place financially, like with $100,000 account, getting to six figures, those are all sexy things, but those are counterproductive to think about. In fact, I would argue that it's a big reason why I've given back most of my gains from the last 2 months. It's because I'm focused on those, trying to get to a six-figure account too fast, and I'm not following my plan. I'm not going slow. I want to, there's a part of me that wants to make these trading highlight TikTok videos and post them to Instagram and YouTube and get lots of views, and I'm just coming clean. This is just the reality of it. But those are negative things because you're comparing yourself to other people, and it's also just, at the end of the day, that stuff doesn't really matter anyways. What matters is being able to pay off a mortgage or buy a useful car. Like I live in a really snowy climate, so everyone has all-wheel drive, so you need a Toyota or a Subaru or a truck. It's silly of me to waste time focusing on these empty pursuits. I want to focus on following my plan. I don't want to focus on where the dollar in my account or what supercar I'm going to get once I get a couple $1 million, because if I'm focused on that, I may never get there. And all the people you see online that do have that are probably renting that and not actually, they're getting that money to buy that car from selling courses, most likely. And every trader I know that's a good person just is like a normal person. They're just more financially secure, but they're not into these flashy things and material things. And I don't want to be either. I want to focus on what's important, being financially independent, providing for my family, those good purpose-driven reasons I got into it first. So, look, I know this is embarrassing and kind of stupid that I have to make a video saying this, because it might make me look like vain or vapid or materialistic, but I don't think I'm those things. All I'm doing is I'm acknowledging those feelings that they exist, but I'm not acting on them. Well, I was acting on them and it was fucking up my trading, but I'm not like, you know what I mean? I'm not acting on them because, well, I can't. I'm only like, I'm fantasizing about them. I'm in a fantasy world when I think about them, and it fucks with my trading. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to follow my damn plan. I'm going to win, hopefully, going forward. And I'm going to keep what I win. And I'm going to expect it to go slow. I'm going to expect it to be a grind. I'm not going to expect it to be pretty. I'm not going to expect it to be fun. I'm going to expect it to be hard and boring and frustrating. But just because it is those things doesn't mean there's anything wrong with me. It's probably just variance, and it's probably just my system. Though it's just the way my system is. It's slow and it doesn't produce results for most of the year, and then every now and then there's a period where I get major outsized returns, and it is fun and sexy and exciting. But that's not the bulk of it, and you have to think about the bigger picture. And just when it's not sexy, when I'm just following my plan and I'm just getting stopped out and losing 1R or breaking even, if I win 10R, I just have to say, hey, this is just part of my plan, and not get too overly excited is the goal. I'm gonna get really excited, I know that, but I can say, hey, it is nice that this job is exciting 5-10% of the time, but I have to remind myself, I have to dip my head in some cold water, go for a run daily, and just say, be humble, because this is a privilege to be a trader, and it's really hard to be one. So don't muck it up by being stupid. Alright, so that's my video for today. I'm gonna go run now, be healthy. I gotta clean up my diet. I've been working out a lot, but my diet has been kind of bad. So in January, I'm gonna eat a lot of chicken and beans and rice, and I'll be healthy in January, and I'll be healthy for the rest of 2025. So I appreciate you watching. Everybody be safe, have a good end of 2025, and I hope you do well. I wish you well. Take care.